otakus out there. Welcome to another episode of the Anime no Kori podcast, the podcast that is an anime discussion that talk about anime series from past and present. I am your host, Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And I'd like to welcome you to an awesome episode of greatness today.
Dang, we're fluffing up pretty fast,
You know what it is? It's like we haven't done it in so long.
We haven't. It's been a while, y'all.
So, yeah.
I've missed Davis. It's been like a month since I've seen him.
It is. It's probably, it makes it look like we've been doing it for like 2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks.
No, fair enough. No, it's been like a month.
Yeah, it's been great. But no, I miss you too, though. So
Aww. Get him on record. So next time he's mean to me, I'm going to be like, what you said.
When am I ever mean to you? You know, although I do have something to say to you.
Oh.
It's actually kind of funny.
Damn.
Because there was a person that replied back on one of our podcast videos saying, hey, don't let this girl discourage you about anime, not watching anime intros at the beginning of the series. So,
first of all, this girl has a name. Second of all, most people watch the intros the first time or two.
That's not true, because there's a person right here that is on Team Davis right here.
How do you not know? Like you gotta, it like sets the tone. Okay.
The reason why, well,
that's crazy.
He kind of
whoever you were, because I feel like I know who you were actually.
You know,
I know who you are.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see. We still need to do that bet. We still haven't figured that out.
I thought we did the poll.
Did we? I didn't put a poll out.
Oh, okay.
Not yet, but we should.
All right, guys. Already at the top of the hour doing homework. I need you to tell me, because I believe that whenever somebody watches a new anime, the first time or two, you listen to the intro so that you can get a feel for the intro. With all the nerds who love anime music, you're telling me that you think people aren't listening to intros?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that there's sometimes you just don't want to listen to the intro.
Sometimes. The reason why this came up, and we're going to talk about this in a second. The reason why this came up is we were watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and the first time we watched it, he hit skip intro the very first time, and I was like, you don't even know this show, and you skipping the intro immediately?
Yeah, sometimes I
Crazy.
do. Sometimes, you know what? Because you know why? Because I know that there's times where it's not the first episode.
Doesn't have an intro?
It's going to either have the intro, they don't have the intro, or the fact that even if they do have the intro, you'll still have time to go to the next episode and still see it. I'll watch it eventually. But
I regret not filling this cup with whiskey, because it seems like you already going to start on my nerves. That's crazy.
So you're saying we haven't spent enough time away from each other?
Apparently, absence does not make the heart grow fonder.
That is hilarious.
Anyway, tell them what we talk about today, Davis.
All right. So, before we do, as always, if you do like the content that we do, always follow, subscribe on our YouTube page, Anime no Kori, or on our or any podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and so much more. So today's podcast, as you can see, today's discussion is
Michiko and Hatchin.
You know, every time I can never say her name right. It's
Michiko?
For some reason, I'm thinking Miracle in my mind.
Miracle.
But it's not not said that way. It's
that
is a weird way.
The opposite of the way that woman's life has been. There are no miracles in Michiko's life.
In a way, it kind of did. I mean, I don't know how she did not get killed.
You know what? Fair enough, actually. You know how Domino in the X-Men comics has her
luck.
Her superpower is luck. I swear Michiko has luck.
Oh, God, yes.
That has to be, because that woman has gone through some nonsense. God, I'm just thinking about other episodes.
So many.
Every episode, some nonsense happens to her, and I'm just like, that's not how physics works. Okay, I guess Dukes of Hazzard style, she's gonna get out of it.
I mean, look at the image right now. She's on a moped, just literally doing a 50-foot jump.
That's true. If anything, Hatchin is the one who's impressive in this one, though, because she's hanging on by a thread and a prayer. Oh, that poor baby just got ragdolled through the entirety of the show. Okay,
we
should probably start.
Oh, right. We're already kind of going a little bit heavy on it right now. But okay, but and as always, before we do, I always like to say, I'm sorry. Side note, real quick. You know what? No, I'll hold off.
Nope.
But
all over the place. It's been a month, guys.
I know, right? We're all over the place. Right now. But also, just let you know, this is a spoiled ridden discussion, so we will be talking and spoiling the series. Even though this series is pretty old, I know there's people out there that probably haven't heard of it, and if they do listen to this and they do want to pick it up, definitely check it out. But if you haven't and you want to,
we have so many other episodes that y'all should watch. Every episode before this, we just got done talking about Witch Hat Atelier, and I know y'all are into that show.
Yes,
go watch it.
That, and also agree with me about
don't do
watch
that.
The intro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That intro's kind of whack though, so I'm not like too pressed on that one.
Oh, for the intro for
Witch Hat is it's fine.
Made me want to go to sleep. Anyways, let's go. All right. So, what is Michiko and Hatchin? So, Michiko and Hatchin was conceptualized by the animation studio Man Globe and directed by Sayo Yamamoto. And guess what?
I already know that, and I was going to tell you, but you go tell me. Go ahead.
In her series of directorial debut, so she is like, so once again, that counter of female creators, man, crazy.
I think it goes against this time.
Really?
Yes, and I'll tell you why in a second. Okay. But you can kind of tell it feels like a woman wrote this, but not a woman who's in a good headspace.
She is off the edge right now. That's what's hilarious. Okay, so the anime was produced by Shinichiro Watanabe, who is known for Cowboy Bebop, serving as the music producer, while the studio's team included writer Takashi Ujita and character designer Hiroshi Shimizu. Sayo Yamamoto's protagonist, Michiko Melandro, also her looks were inspired by the late R&B singer Aaliyah.
I see that.
And actually, there were some outfits that Aaliyah actually wore that was actually in the series too.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's actually very, very cool. I was like, wow.
When was Aaliyah that half dressed? Because Michiko do not like clothes.
Have you watched her in Queen of the Dam?
Fair. That's such a cool cosplay too. Yeah. I love seeing every time somebody's in their cosplay. I'm just like, girl.
Very much so, yeah. So there you go. So in the fictional South American country of Diamandra, the criminal Michiko Melandro escapes from prison and kidnaps her former lover's daughter, Hana Morenos, whom she nicknames Hatchin, saving her both from her abusive foster parents and equally cruel foster siblings in the process. The two are about as opposite as they come, but their fates become intertwined. Their fates became intertwined through Hiroshi Morenos, Hatchin's biological father. On the run from the police in Hatchin's abusive foster family, the unlikely duo sets out to find Hiroshi and ultimately discover their freedom.
There are a lot of air quotes around several words in that description.
Yes, I totally
like
agree.
Saving. She saved her. Freedom. There's a lot of things.
like Hatchin's life is just terrible.
And it literally doesn't get better. It didn't get better.
Doesn't. Never did.
It literally just got worse.
If anything, it got harder.
My God.
What a series.
That baby girl.
What a freaking series. So, but in your mind, what is it?
I'm
to you?
Fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I have two descriptions.
Okay.
My father watches this podcast. One of the descriptions he's not allowed to hear. The one that is dad appropriate is...
Are we going to get both of them?
He's going to have to close his ears in a second. But the dad... You're going to have to get that mute button ready, Dad. The dad appropriate one is, this is a story of, and this is kind of almost heartwarming, story of two girls without families who find family in each other while hunting down the world's most ain't shit man.
Yeah, God, yeah. Okay.
My God.
Yeah, that's very true. And what was the second one?
Okay, well, Dad.
Earmuffs.
If you put the earmuffs. This is a story about a woman who is so aggressively dickmatized that she turns up the entire earth to find some man who apparently put down pipes so well that she had to break out of prison to get it again. Yeah. You can take your earmuffs off now. Should have put a disclaimer on there. We need We need a mute button, like a dad mute button disclaimer. I love you, Dad, and I'm sorry.
That is hilarious.
Is it accurate? Is it accurate?
You know what?
Is it accurate?
It's a notch on his belt. He's like when he hooks up with someone else, it's like my D is so good. This girl traveled months with
someone else's child,
with my daughter that I had no idea existed to come. And
it's not even like we have to find my ex
a reason,
your dad, it's not like they're related. It's not like this is my daughter and we have to find her dad. It's your daddy was.
It is so funny.
And
when that kind of like I knew like all in my mind for the longest time I was like thinking this was basically she kidnapped a kid to reunite her with her biological father, but at the same time no one was asking her to do it.
No,
you know?
Nobody
really
said anything. Damn sure wasn't her damn biological dad who asked.
Yes. Oh God. And
my God. And here's the deal. I think we have a new front runner for somebody to replace Jing Freaks. Hunter x Hunter. You know how Jing Freaks was like, oh, I have a son, but I really am not trying to hang out with him. I'm just going to cross to the ends of the earth and create a whole video game that he might get trapped in. And the Chimera Ant. Did you see Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when he finally did see, like when Gon got like injured almost to within an inch of his life, and they were like, hey, your son is in the hospital. He was like, I mean,
who is the worst father? Yeah, because he's pretty bad. He was pretty bad.
Yeah, he did everything in his power to avoid his son, but eventually he showed up.
He did. You know, it's actually kind of funny. So just on that note, he's worse than him because
that's what I'm saying.
Just on that note, he's worse than him.
Yes.
Who could be worse than him?
If you're talking about absentee,
I guess I could. No, absentee is different.
Oh, just bad dad.
Just a bad dad.
That's a whole conversation.
I think it'll be Queen. Queen has to be the bad dad from One Piece.
Oh, you mean Judge?
No, Queen.
No, it's Judge. If you're taking One Piece characters,
Queen,
the big dinosaur man.
Yeah.
No, he's barely bad. He just wasn't there.
He left his kid behind.
He's as bad as Yasop, honestly.
Yasop is as a man child.
Queen was like he was a scientist.
He was obsessed with science so badly, but yet he had time to hook up with someone, which by the way,
he's a pirate.
Yeah, okay.
Judge is worse because he created these children and then abused them and turned them into weapons. Mm-hmm. And then when one wasn't deadly enough, he was like, put a this is spoilers. I don't know if y'all.
But but those weren't his kids.
They aren't Judge's kids. They are his offspring. Judge, Sanji's dad. You don't remember Sanji's 2 backstories?
Oh, okay. Sanji's
dad.
Okay.
Sanji's dad might be one of the top 5 worst dads in anime.
Saw him he never really saw him. Okay, yeah, okay.
No, this is anyway. We'll have that conversation. So, I would love to. Yeah, that might need to be a short in itself.
Yeah.
To have anyway, but with that being said, there was no need to go on a cross-country trek for this man.
Oh my God, yeah. We'll get to that, but we'll say overall, what did you think of the show? Since you've actually completed the show this time.
What? That was weeks ago. That was so many episodes ago that I didn't finish one show.
No, you said that you okay, I'm sorry. You suggested the show to me.
You skip around in Full Metal Panic one time, and now you can't live it down.
You suggested this show to me,
I know what you mean. I
assumed that you watched this series before, and then you even admitted that you didn't.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all
I get defensive sometimes. Before we started, I told Davis because I watched the show 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a while.
And as I was rewatching it now, I got to a certain episode point where I was like, I don't remember any of this. Turns out I never finished it. So this time I did finish it. And after finishing it, I wish I hadn't because the ending is very upsetting.
Does it actually change your whole aspect of the show?
I still have the same feelings about it as I did before. The ending almost was just, it was inevitable. Mm-hmm. It was inevitable. You think a tiger can't change its stripes.
Okay, so where when you before you finished it before, like where did you exactly stop? Do you remember, or do you have an idea?
20 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Like it must have been in some sort of level of impact where you were suggesting like the show's great,
Yeah.
and then
That's a great question, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to think about it.
Okay,
But I don't know.
Well,
It's probably like 2/3 of the way in.
okay, that's all. That's all I really want to know. So overall, your full on thoughts of the show was
My full on thoughts. I think that first of all, I just want to say that Watanabe loves us. He loves us. He is so ingrained in.
oh, the music.
Yes.
Yeah, big time.
But just he loves putting himself in any project that has a little bit of soul in it. He's so good. The amount of diversity and inclusion with Watanabe in general.
It's a lot different. Yeah, it's not just about Japan. Most of
No,
the times.
everything he does it's always got a little extra flavor to it. I love me some Watanabe. Just he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, of all times. Yeah.
Yes. But overall, I like this show. I love how much culture is in it. It doesn't feel like they're trying really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It all just feels really natural. The characters, it's interesting because I don't know if I particularly love any of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can think of one character that I'm rooting for Michiko and Hatchin, but I don't love either one of them. I don't love the detective lady.
Yeah.
She annoys me a little bit.
She seems kind of, I won't say, is dumb the word? Because
no,
I don't know what
she's...
Well, okay, I know that they're friends, and I know it's a very complicated relationship, but at the same time, it just felt like she literally goes out of her way to a level of, oh, I know this is job suicide. I know this is that this is hurting me more because I care so much about you and stuff. Is it just blind loyalty? Would you say blind loyalty?
Because I don't think it's loyalty though. I think that this show really is a character study in not Stockholm syndrome, but like toxic attachment.
Mm-hmm.
So the detective, the detective grew up with Michiko, and she, like you said, they were bonded. All of these people are in this impoverished or like difficult situation. Their upbringing is all very difficult. They find solace in people, is what it seems like. Every single person in this show is trauma bonded to somebody else
somehow, some way. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
So I think that she's just trauma bonded to Michiko, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that keeps her from being able to just break away, but I don't know if
because she is very aware that it's not healthy.
Yeah,
she is she knows that this is an issue, that this is a problem, and she knows that it's not going to go well for her.
At a young age, she figured that out when they robbed some convenience store, and she was getting her butt kicked by the store owner while Michiko stole the stuff in the background, and she's just like, if I don't leave, I'm gonna end up like this woman.
And then that's why and then it was like, okay, cool, that's why you became a cop. But at the same time, you would think that by the time that you became a cop, you would be more. You've already made that line.
You would think.
You remember even at the beginning of the series where Michiko is in prison in front with Atsuko. That's her name, Atsuko, and Atsuko. Her name is funny, Atsuko Jumbo Jackson. Yeah. So like they're going face to face, and then you know how Michiko does like a random swing because she's impulsive.
Yeah.
And then she just starts beating the crap out of her. Yeah. And you're like, okay, we thought. Okay, so we know that you're the law. You're going to go by the law, and you're going to do what you need to do to get her back. But then it just goes full 180. It's like
back and forth constantly. It's back and forth constantly.
It's like, I finally got you. Okay, Michiko, I'll let you do this one more time, and then just let him go and do her own thing again. And then she's like, damn you, Michiko, I'll get you again. And then it's like a terrible version of what's it called, Lupin the Third.
I was gonna say that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, there's a show. Yeah, it's Lupin, and the detective. I can't remember his name.
But the detective was just not as good as.
Yeah, he was just bad at his job. He never really purposefully let Lupin go.
You're right, like because Lupin was the one that was running laps around him.
Yeah,
because of his cleverness. But like this is like
and Fujiko being a baddie.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, Fujiko, the girl.
Yeah, she was distracting.
Oh God, yeah. But he's like, no. But
that noise.
I was going good, yeah.
Okay. I see she would have got away from you as well.
I would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, what?
You know what though? she's a baddie as well, and nobody let her. They will punch her in the face in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
they will beat the dog shit out of Michiko, no matter how. Golly, she can take a punch though.
Oh, she can take a punch, and then she can take them back though too, because it's just like I don't know what it is. It's just her willpower.
I don't know. I have written down that Michiko is Afro Latina Revy from Black Lagoon.
Just without the skills, which is weird. Like, I want to know, like, did they ever explain why she was in jail? Like, initially? I don't remember.
I don't know. She did so many things.
Because I think it was like, because they were a part of a faction a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then the faction itself was like, I guess she got busted within that, but there was an incident that made her stay in jail longer than what the other people.
I don't remember,
but I don't know if they did. Yeah, they kept on doing these weird flashbacks of her when they were when she was with what's his name, Hiroshi, and stuff. But yeah, but I'm sorry, I digress.
That's okay. We are all over the place. What did you think of the show? Because I'm curious, based on like a brief conversations before we started recording, you seem like you didn't like it.
I think I have my feelings of the show is like, I don't like I didn't like the outcome. I thought it was going to be building up to something. That's what I think it was going to be like. So it was going to be like I can understand like, hey, we're doing this because we need to do this for either the better of something or the worst of something or to prevent something and stuff. But then the basis of the story was basically, hey, I'm going to it frames itself that she is helping. The reason why she's helping Hatchin to get to her dad is because she's living a shitty life with the family, the family with it. And you're thinking like, okay, if you're gonna be with her dad, then her dad's like the reason why you feel so obligated is like your dad was a cool guy. Then you go through the episodes to that point, and then you're like, why is it like first? I mean, there's just so many different things. The first thing was like was an interesting one where she was like, hey, let me see your stomach and stuff. And then I'm like, well, so what's so special about her stomach? And then there's the same tattoo, the LBCC logo. I'm like, what kind of person would do that
baby?
To a child like that, you know?
Why spend the money and the ink tattooing your baby and then just giving her away? You branded her, keep her.
It doesn't make sense. That's exactly. It's like, what the frick is going on? And so like when I thought about that, I was like, okay, so what was the point? So for the longest time, I was wondering like, okay, so what's so crazy about the LBCC or whatever? For it, and then you just see like the fallout of that old group within the way, and then I was like, okay, so was this group supposed to overthrow the government? Like what was the point of all of this? It's just a bunch of slums, gang, just go their separate ways because it got dispersed because of the gang wars that was naturally in the country. And then I was like, okay, well that's kind of kind of down-putting,
underwhelming.
But yeah, very underwhelming. And then when it's like when you get to the point where they actually go through all this bullshit, all of it. After they do is a lot. I mean, you can't. I mean, there's no other way.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of bullshit. Like they go all over the place. Like they even split up a little bit, and then you see the side episodes of like, here's Hatchin's story when she's part of the circus, when the circus was given away the circus was selling off kids.
Yeah, she ends up. Okay, so yeah, there's a point where Michiko Michiko will leave Hatchin at the drop of a hat if old boy, the whiff of Hiroshi is somewhere. She'll be like, hey, stay here at first.
Yes.
She'll be like, hey, stay here. I'll be back. And Michiko might be gone for days. And Hatchin will be like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And she doesn't leave her with money. She doesn't leave her with resources. And one time, Hatchin is just like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. This woman is crazy. I don't even know who this bitch is. I'm just going to leave. And she ends up joining a circus that she thinks is taking care of her, but they are trafficking children.
Yeah, trafficking children.
Anyway, so go ahead. Yeah,
sorry. Yeah. So like so I was just like the odds of that to happen
are high
crazy.
As hell. There's so much child trafficking in this show.
There's just so like that seemed like that was like the underlying thing was like they were just doing what they do what they got to do. It's like crime. It's just like crime will be criming in this show.
Well, and you said a second ago you were like, well, what is this gang supposed to do? Like take down the government? I don't think that's this kind of show. This really is just a show about people trying to survive. Because this is the most realistic anime, except for everything that happened.
Yeah, except for everything that happened. Well, no, but like remember when Hiroshi, like the reason why when Hiroshi disappeared, it was a targeted thing by doing a bomb on a bus.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that unless there's some sort of level of of discourse to because he would have to be like a very important person in my opinion just to get to that point, because they targeted him and decided to destroy everything in that to try to take him out. And I'm like, this, and then when you meet the guy, you're like, this guy doesn't know how to tie his own freaking shoe. So I don't even why would you go through all this? And then he had to fake his death when all he was doing was like traveling across the South America, quote unquote South America thing, doing living his own life.
Shit, yeah.
Johnny Appleseeding it with every woman that he's coming around,
That's a funny. Yeah, I mean, definitely spreading seeds.
And pretty much, and then basically just living his life, and then I'm just like, what is this? This doesn't make any sense to me.
Wow.
And for me, I was and you already know me. I like story, and I'm kind of very story driven when it comes to this kind of thing. When it comes where like the plot, no, don't give me that.
Okay.
The plot, where the plot and stuff has to kind of somewhat make sense. That's why I loved Witch Hat Atelier. I was just like, because everything connected.
Yeah, that's true.
Very, very well.
Well, okay. No, I can't let you do this, because Witch Hat Atelier is a structured show. Everything about it is structured. The way the magic system works is very detailed and structured. The apprenticeship and the studies and the tests that you have to go through, and you have to pass through this door before you can do this thing. That is a very structured thing. This is the middle of some, fictitious South American country where shit is wild. You're not gonna have a very structured, prim and proper story.
I'm fine with it being like it's fine if it with the scenario, but the fact that I didn't care for the overall outcome, like the reasoning why the path was the path when she was destructive herself.
Yeah.
Then just the setting was completely destructive itself because of all the stuff that they were going through. Like it's like, hey, there's a paddle boat. Like there was the stage where they were like there was an episode where they were on this like in this village where they were on water, like
that's thing. Episode 7.
Yeah,
because I have.
Yeah, exactly.
With the husband, man.
With the husband.
Oh my God! No, we gonna talk about that because that's my least favorite. You're gonna ask me at some point if I have a favorite episode. I don't have one. I have a least favorite episode. I have a least favorite episode. So
crazy. You're the one. I have a least favorite too, but like, and the one I just can't stand it. It's like. It's just like I guess this show supposed to encapsulate the worst of people? Is that what this show was supposed to show us? I don't know what this show was supposed to show us.
That's a phenomenal question, and it's funny that you say that because it didn't have. So one of the biggest things in anime is that you're going to get a lesson. So if you talk about like One Piece, it's like freedom and relying on other people to like achieve your goals. If you talk about Naruto, it's perseverance, and even when people hold you down, you fight for whatever you believe in, be the best version of yourself. I don't know what this was. There was no underlying goal. There was no character development in a sense of people just like get better as characters. You get the bonding that happens between Michiko and Hatchin.
It was like toxic bonding.
No, it's trauma. Everything is toxic bonding. Everything is trauma bonding. Everyone in this show, if they had a bond with someone, it was not healthy. Right. Not one thing was healthy.
Absolutely.
But I don't have there's no positive outcome.
Yeah. Well,
damn, even Michiko or Hatchin at the end wasn't even doing that well. She didn't even learn because she found old ratty dusty man herself who left her with a kid.
That's what makes it worse too. So okay, so let's kind of skip back a little bit.
I'm sorry.
So Hatchin at the time when the beginning of this adventure of Hatchin and Michiko, Michiko and Hatchin, when the time when you first start, I believe Hatchin was like 9 or 10 years old.
Oh my god! I guess we
right?
did just literally just jump into everything.
Yeah. So because there's so much stuff.
No, yeah, you're right. It's a lot.
20 something episodes.
22 episodes. Yeah. And yes.
So fair. So when when Hatchin was with the foster parents, she was only like 9 or 10, I believe.
She was 9.
Yeah,
because all this happened before she turned 10.
Right. So Michiko breaks out of jail because she wanted to see her lover, Hiroshi Moreno's. And but like, so the first thing that she knew, for some reason, she knew that he had a kid.
I don't know how she knew that.
Yeah, I don't know how she knew that either, and didn't explain it, but she apparently knew. So she because maybe she was following the thing after she thought that when everyone thought that Hiroshi died from
maybe they had a thing about her, but like, oh, he's survived by his daughter or whatever. I don't know.
So she goes out of her way to be like, okay, I owe him this much because that's the best D I've ever gotten. I'm going to bring back his kid in for his good graces. No one told her to do that.
Nobody told her to do that.
Yeah. So like, ignoring the fact that like we don't even know the settings on why she was there in the first place, like why Hatchin was in the scenario of like being in that foster family in the first place.
Well, that's true. We don't know where her mom was. Yeah. We don't know who her mom was.
Yes.
Because even Michiko at one point was like, who's the bitch who was with my man?
Exactly.
And Hatchin was like, I don't know. That has nothing to do with me.
So yeah, so when Michiko picks up Hatchin, like she basically just barged in, stole him from the priest and stuff.
Yeah, she was staying with a foster family it was a priest and his other a priest, his wife, and like 2 or 3 other foster kids who were the devil. Yeah, they were all the devil. Children. All 4 of them were collectively the devil.
Yeah. So she picks her up. Then they're going and they go through their adventure. So this span of her to that point is like it takes about a year or so for her to finally get to see Hiroshi back again. So after she gives she gives Hatchin back to Hiroshi, then
why
go
would
away.
You ever?
Yeah, I know. Well, she doesn't know any better.
Yeah,
she had like 5 minutes.
Fair. You can't take her back to the foster
She had like 5 minutes. So like she she assumed that would be the better life, but then she realizes that she needs to go back to jail, and then she does her full term or whatever.
Does she, or did she break out?
No, she does her full term. She turns herself in at the end.
Yeah, I remember that. Her full term can't be that. Oh, I guess she could have, because it was several years. Like she grew up.
That's when it was 8 years. That's the time skip. It was
how long was the time skip?
Like 7 or 8 years. Because that's
Hatchin met a man and got pregnant.
Because Hatchin was like 19 when she gets out. Yeah, and then remember the clothes and stuff were slowly getting to her destination.
Yeah, I know.
Which once again, it's amazing that she knows where she is. But because
are we really surprised that Michiko?
This girl's a stalker, man.
Hey now,
it's like still.
No, she's not a stalker. She promised that she was going to come back for her.
Yeah, that is true. But
that's fine. She's keeping promises. She also promised Hiroshi that she was never going to let him go, and that didn't work out well.
Yeah, but it didn't. She never got in contact with her during that time, during the stint, the 8-year stint, until the very end when she finally decides to try to mail her a letter back. But anyways, I digress. So she's 8. So now Hatchin's 19. Hatchin, like the last episode, you just see a giant time skip of her. So then you just see Hatchin with the kid, like, her kid, yeah. And then you're just like, what the hell happened? And then you're just thinking, oh, okay, so you're just like thinking, oh, so Hatchin's with someone. No, she's like, oh, I had the kid. We were together for like another 2 or 3
months.
2 or 3 months.
She was like, the dad didn't stick around more than 3 months before he left. And I was like, Hatchin, we didn't learn anything about shitty men.
From all of this, and yet it's like you fall right into the same trap again, and then you just come to the realization Michiko is coming. I'm thinking like WWE all of a sudden. Michiko comes is on her way back to go see her again, and then that's where it ends. I'm like, dude, so everything that you did, and then I think she also mentioned how long her dad stayed with her.
Yeah, So they went through all this to find this man who was actively running from them. I need everybody to hear that he would find out, like, oh, convicted felon Michiko Hironos, or whatever her name was last spotted in insert Spanish sounding town, and Hiroshi would hear that on the TV and be like, well, guess I gotta get the fuck out of here now. They're on my trail. And he was actively running from them. So she leaves Hatchin. We get to keep looking up there to get the names right. Hatchin with Hiroshi, because that's supposed to be better. And Hatchin goes like, yeah, he stayed around for, I don't even remember how, like, maybe a couple, no, she didn't even give a timeline. She was like, he wasn't around for very long before he ran off with some other woman. And I'm like, okay. So 10-year-old Hatchin just had to raise herself, I guess. And that's why she found some dusty, crusty man. And I just need every woman in this show needs a hug. Needs a hug. Because they're all baddies, and every man in the show is a bum.
I wouldn't even say that even the girls. Some of the girls were kind of crazy. Like, what's her name?
Which one?
Rita, the girl, the exotic dancer with her sister.
Yeah. Another group of sad women that we need to save. They needed a hug. She also had an abusive man in her life. There are no good men in wherever this country is.
The only one that was successful was the scientist girl, the girl that made the tomato.
No, because Hiroshi ran her.
But she still is loaded with money. She got her stuff. She's definitely she was like totally like she was a little heartbroken, but at the same time she wasn't self-destructive. This is
another woman that there's a scientist at some point who's, I think she's fucked up too in the head because she made those creepy ass, probably Monsanto tomatoes. There's this woman who, Michiko, they find a picture. Oh, okay. Michiko finds a lead that Hiroshi worked for some like tomato plant. And they go to this place and they meet this female scientist who's also another baddie. It's nothing but bad bitches in this show. Nothing but. So they break into this tomato factory, and this woman who invents these tomatoes that are like, they look like grapes because it's just a bunch of tomatoes all stuck together on a vine, but they're like this big. Which I'm sure are giving everybody cancer in that country.
Oh yeah, probably. Probably.
And then so
knowing the country's luck, probably.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So yes, I guess maybe she turned out okay because she was successful and had money, but she was still stigmatized.
Most of those people that they were coming across was mostly like, like low, like, slum gang lord kind of thing levels of stuff. But she was the only one out of all of that.
That's true.
Was like the most consistent. It was the most consistent. And then it was kind of weird seeing when you meet what's her name, Hatchin's friend in the circus. Rita, not Rita. It was not Rita.
No, she wasn't in the.
What's her name? No, yeah, she was in the circus.
Oh,
the black girl.
Black girl.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Rita was in the circus. So Rita, because remember, Rita was a trapeze artist girl, little girl that was the same age as her.
Hatchin
I was thinking her name. I misspoke. The exotic dancer. Her name was Pepe Lima. Okay. And then her sister was Lulu, and then that was kind of sad. But that was sad. And what was worse is that what was worse about that one episode was that Michiko had a chance to prevent it. And didn't do anything to stop it or to help her.
Okay,
and she said no.
Yeah, so this exotic dancer and her sister, their little sister, the exotic dancer's trying to make enough money to leave, get to a better life. The little sister got like kidnapped or something, yeah?
No, the little sister was well, they were going to leave, but then the little sister, she realized that she forgot to like a photo they were getting, or something that they needed for her passport. Or something.
They were trying to make fake IDs so they could leave and disappear.
So then her sister said that she was going to go pick it up herself because she's really fast, but she never came back. And then, so she wanted to try to get her sister back, but then she gets commandeered by the child army that this guy has.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's no imagination. She got gunned down. She died.
Oh, she died.
Yeah, she definitely died.
No, fair.
So and then we know that Lulu's gone because there's no reason for that,
Yeah, but here's the deal. Then that's the thing. This is early on in the show.
That was episode 6, I believe.
Yeah, this is early on in the show, and Michiko she has one goal. It's to see Hiroshi and use Hatchin as like a bargaining chip to like, I did a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to hang out with me more? I got this kid for you. I brought your kid home. So you gotta, if you want a bargaining chip, you gotta keep it alive. Her priorities were to keep Hatchin alive, and that was a dangerous situation.
I mean, it's still like doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Like
was
it's weird because even prior to that, though, it wasn't like she if she was consistently doing that, then I would understand. I would
doing
agree.
what? Trying to
protect Hatchin to get into a bad situation. She
was trying to preserve, not protect.
I mean, it was like, I don't know, like if I would give her enough credit to say that though. Like that's just where I stand with when the Kims.
If you have a hostage, you have to keep the hostage alive if you want the negotiations to go through.
Normally,
Hatchin was a hostage.
She was off the cuff though. I don't know what she was. It was the way I think is that whatever suits best in the situation that she's in at that moment at that time. Not thinking it that far ahead.
Well, she was a very hot-headed woman.
Yes. Okay. So, what was some of the good things? I mean, we've literally had like a bitch fest about this, about all the craziness that happened. I
suggested the show too. I was like, "Oh, there's a good show. I think you'll like."
I was like, "What is going on?" Anyways, but what were some of the good things that you liked about the show?
I do like this show actually. Okay. The artwork is gorgeous. The music is phenomenal because shout out Watanabe. It's the characters are, I'm not going to say that I like them, but they are compelling. I think the characters are very compelling. I think that watching the characters interact with each other is very interesting. Watching Stockholm Syndrome set in real time is also interesting.
I've never seen a show where it's like Stockholm Syndrome wins every time.
Well, Beauty and the Beast. It's pretty much what that story is about. Uh-huh. The colors are all vibrant. It's a very vivid and realistic world until it isn't. Sometimes it's not, but it's really cool. It's very cultural. I love it. I like the show. Uh-huh. I just don't like any of the characters.
It's like it feels like you're convincing yourself to like the show.
I mean, I have Stockholm Syndrome. Know.
It's like because you've said a lot of crazy stuff about it,
and I stand by all of it. But I also like the show.
It's like I would have been like, yeah, it's like there's so much crap that's happening, so many bad guys in this, and women are being treated terribly. I mean, like
the women aren't being treated.
It's like, but I like the show.
And when I said that I can tell that it's written by a woman, but she wasn't in a good headspace. Mm-hmm. This woman, whoever wrote this, I need to know what her marital status is. I need to know if she's chasing after some man who doesn't love her. I want to know what her dating history is because this is the fever dream ramblings of a pick-me.
You know what I think though, because I think this series is really not conventional of how normal series are created because like what I said at the very beginning that it was conceptualized by animation studio Manglobe. Okay, it's because there was no mangas, there was nothing, there was nothing that was created. It was they just created a series from that was meant to be on TV directly for this, and I think that like. I think that in itself kind of caused a lot of mayhem in its own inadvertent way, because of I think this is like that's not normal in normal like when it comes
especially
to
not
Japanese.
Back then.
Yeah, especially during that time. So
it's happening more now, but definitely not so much back then.
Yeah. So like I don't know if it's just and it's Shinichiro Watanabe, and it's like with that name kind of keyed in. He gets away with a lot of different kinds of stuff because at that time he also had like Cowboy Bebop, freaking Samurai Champloo and stuff, and then oddly enough, Cowboy Bebop was not successful in Japan when it first came out.
Crazy. It took U.S. success to get it to get it up there.
Yeah. And then when Samurai Champloo came out, that was just like that's when I think kind of put him over the edge. Yeah. Because like, but I think that this is like around this came out. What year did this come out? I want to say 2009, I believe. Yeah, it's been a while. So like when this came out, he was probably at his peak of his like the power that Watanabe of his brand, and
he was at his most Watanabe.
Yeah, his most Watanabe form. So I think that like there was a little bit of concession of like, yeah, we want you to do this series and treat it how it is. But even though he was the music producer and stuff like that, but I digress. I think.
God, it's not bad. I
don't
can't wait to
know.
hear what your rating is.
Well,
Okay,
my
what do you
thing
think about
is
the show
like
overall?
I think
Or
the
what did you
art.
like about it,
I
rather?
think the style is good. The animation style is good for it. It does a good job of like for an imaginary country and stuff, and then but you basically have the South American feel,
Yeah.
and everything. It does a really good job of kind of laying it out for you by like calling this place anything other than South America is like it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And stuff. I like, and what I think also I definitely do appreciate is that it's not a traditional or a normal kind of series. Like you see a lot of minorities, a lot of different kinds of minorities.
I mean, at a certain point, you can't even call them minorities. It's the majority.
Yeah, it's like it's not what you normally see in an anime, which is basically Japanese or European like culture and stuff. It was everything else but that, which was cool. It's like if anything, it would have been like the one thing that would have put even over the edge was if this thing was in Portuguese.
Oh yeah.
Would that be crazy?
That would be cool. There's a couple anime that are like that. Like they air certain if somebody is French, they will speak French and then have like the Japanese subtitles under the French speaking.
Yeah,
like,
I love it when
they
do that. When they do stuff like that, where they kind of break that kind of keep in character.
Yeah.
But I think overall, I mean, I think that's really the best thing. Besides the music of Watanabe does fit pretty good of this as well. So, I did like that. I did like that a lot about the series itself. Let's see. So then, who is okay? So this is a good one. So who?
Oh, do you want to do that now?
Yeah, I really have to say.
Right,
I'm actually really interested because this is going to be kind of tough.
It really is.
Yeah, there's a lot
because it might be everyone. Go ahead.
Yeah. So who is the real villain of the series for you?
Oh, for me, who is the villain for me? God, it's so crazy because I find myself rooting for. I remember towards the end, whenever Michiko was getting when the police were like catching up to her. I was like, God, I hope she makes it out. And then I literally I paused it, and I was like, no, she's a criminal. She should go to jail.
She should go to jail too.
She absolutely needs to go to jail.
Yes.
God, everyone, literally, the country that has created the conditions that these people are living in, that has to be. There's so much, because literally everyone is the villain. Everyone but Hatchin.
So there's a lot of bad people in that.
Okay,
right?
who's the ultimate villain?
Who's the ultimate
villain? Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I brain farted for a second. It's Hiroshi. This man has... He has ruined so many people's lives. Every single time. I don't know why I forgot. Every single character in this show is like, oh, I remember Hiroshi. And then they'll go into this like flashback about him. And then it's like mentioning his name then ruins their lives.
You know what's actually kind of funny to me? It's like Hiroshi is a big deal. Then when you meet Hiroshi,
he's such a nothing man. He's such a nothing man.
He seems like
he's so not.
When you hear when you hear someone that's hyping up a person, it's like, oh, you don't want to meet so and so. He killed 2 people with just his pinky finger.
Yeah, and then so and so just works at fucking Kinko's. Like, right? No, that's an old reference. So and so just works at Staples. Kinko's
that's
anymore.
Better. You're right. No, yeah, not Kinko's. Kinko's is too out of touch. It's like too out of touch.
I don't know. We got young listeners. At Circuit City.
He's not the first for the Radio Shack. It's like, come on.
Yes, you're right. There's nothing special about it. And even Michiko says it so many times.
Yes.
His best friend, Satoru.
Yeah, Satoru was also a piece of shit.
He also, for sure.
Yeah.
But even he was like, yeah, if you look at him, you wouldn't see anything special. I'm like, you wouldn't. And then if you talk to him, you wouldn't hear anything special. And if you hang out with him, you wouldn't feel anything special. And yet you got these women and these men frothing at the mouth over you.
It's so funny because if anyone, Satoru was probably the most spot on person about why are y'all doing this?
But at a certain point, whenever Hatchin got introduced into the mix, even he was like, I need you to take me to him, and he died looking for this man.
Yeah.
What is
What is so special about
Does
this
he
thing?
have two of them?
I don't.
What is it? What is it?
I don't know. I don't freaking know. And that's what drives me insane. It's like you talk to literally the most mediocre person in the world, and then because like you go through the ride, all right? You go through the ride of like, here's the beginning. It takes 21 episodes to get to where they have been wanting to do, or to get where they're wanting to be. Then you're like, we finally did it, guys. We finally met this person, the person that was like the whole reason why all this has gone out of crazy control and stuff. And then you meet him, and then you're like, like, what the hell, dude?
You know, even his first words back to Michiko were even bland as hell. He's like, so what do we do now? Like, what?
That sounds like, oh my God.
What
it's
do we
like
do
you
now?
want to punch the... Yeah, I'm surprised that Michiko didn't, like, destroy him then
She's too sprung. But you know what? As we're talking about this, as we're lamenting about the nothingness that is Hiroshi, tell me you don't have a homegirl who has been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over some bland-ass motherfucker.
I'm not... Dude, but to do all that?
I feel like all of us know or have been someone who you're like, I can't get him out of my mind. And you're like, girl, he was sleeping on your couch for 3 weeks. He has no job. I know, but there's just something about him. Girl, he's got 3 children by 4 women. And you're like, but it's just something about him. I feel like everybody knows someone who has been sprung over some ain't shit man.
You know what?
And this is what this is.
That is the case, but they should not have given him an anime for it.
22 episodes of that.
That would have been great in like 3 episodes at best. And it'd be like, because it's like, you like, it is so bad. It is so bad. That makes me so angry. That makes me so goddamn angry. Because like you're thinking things are going to get. They go through hell and back just to get to this point, and then then you're like, this guy's a piece of shit.
Only for the lamest man on the planet to look back at you and go, so what do we do now?
I know, it's like, and then like he was so nonchalant about like knowing. Okay, first off, knowing that he did what he did to run away from her, yes. Right? Like he went to
that's what you have to do for a woman like that, though.
But yeah, that's fine. But when she did find him, then he's like, as if he's surprised, like, hey, what are you doing here and stuff. Like it wasn't even a matter of like a bold-faced lie, but rather the aloofness. It just irritates me so much.
I was so proud of Michiko in that moment, though, because she, all of that simping that she did for him throughout the entirety of the show, when she finally saw him and when it was time to part with him, she was just like, okay, go hang out with your dad. I'll be back. I'm coming back for you. Move, Hiroshi. I'm coming back for you, Hachiko, or Hatchin. And she wasn't really fazed by him after that. It was almost like she got it out of her system.
No. I think what it is that she definitely got. You're saying there was like not a lot of character growth. If anything, Michiko was the one that grew, because initially she was like a freaking rabid tiger at the beginning of the series, but then all these different, and don't keep in mind she was about to cheat on her with that dude in episode 6 or 7.
It's 7. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
And then but then again though too, that guy was straight up player though too. So I'm just saying that like he was playing that game. He was playing chess. Are we gonna talk? Can we just
go ahead and talk about it?
Yeah, let's go talk
about
it.
That episode. Okay, so listen, I'm not gonna give you too much lore about me, but just know that this was a very triggering episode for me specifically. They go to this town, this town of everybody, like, this boats on ferries. Who cares? She meets this man, another ain't shit. Not even that interesting looking man.
He looked like Shao Tucker's son.
He looked like Shao Tucker's son. He was nothing. Also attached to a baddie. Yeah. Another bad woman who slumming it with these men. There are no men in this country that are worth anything. And then we did meet one at some point. I'll tell you about it later. But yeah, so we meet this guy, and he just is like smoking a cigarette on a dock, and Michiko's just like, okay, hi. And then he is just like, oh, you're beautiful. I want you. And she's like, no. And he's like, but also. And she's
Not
like,
right.
he's like, okay.
It was just a hand touch. It was like,
yeah. So eventually, so this man is coming at her hard. He is trying to bed this woman. He is pulling out all the stops, and then you find out later, no, because Hatchin needs a haircut, and she takes her to this barber and hairstylist, and you find out that is her. That is this creepy man's Shao Tucker Jr.'s wife, and Michiko's like, I mean, don't let your wife get in the way of finding your soulmate, I guess.
Yeah, right?
So this man, still a piece of shit. We know he's married. He is, and Michiko's like, we can't do this. You're married. And at some point, the exact quote is, because he's still trying to get Michiko, the exact quote that he says is, he's talking about like, oh, where's your man? And she was like, I ain't got no man. I'm looking for my man. And he goes, if I was him, I'd never leave a woman like you. So, what's your name? What? What do you mean you'd never leave? You don't even know who I am. I'd never leave a woman like you. What was your name again?
I was like,
Carol?
That would be funny.
Jennifer. I love you, Jennifer. And then he told her he was in love with her so that he could sleep with her.
Right.
And then his wife shows up and she's like, hey, he be doing this shit all the time. He might sleep with you because he sleeps with all of them, but he's gonna come home to me. And I was living.
How is that even a flex at that point?
It's not. It's not like, a flex, girl.
It's like
you're gorgeous. Leave.
I'm like, wait, what? It's like. So what if I was looking for that kind of situation? It's like, okay, have fun. Like,
I don't know. I hated that episode. I can't stand a creepy married man. If you are a married man actively cheating on your significant other right now, I hope you get the treatment that.
But hey, you know what? I will never leave you. What's your name again?
What's your name again? That was so upsetting. That was so upsetting.
It was such a crazy. No, you know what's funny, and I think that's one of the many different kinds of episodes there were in the series. It was just like, it's like, here's temptation. Here's just bad shit that's just happening. Regardless,
there's
it's
never
like,
good things.
Never
happening.
thing good. There wasn't a good episode where they're going to take a break or anything.
One good episode, and that's the one where I said we met a king. We did meet a king at one point.
I don't remember it, but continue. Which one was that?
We did have one good episode. It's the episode that is the equivalent. I don't know if y'all watched our episode about Outlaw Star, and we, our favorite episode together was when Jim found a little girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
and he proceeded to murder her on accident.
Yes.
We had the equivalent of that in this show.
Classic
it was episode,
Romeo and Juliet.
of course, it was episode 15, where Hatchin, they're in this little town, and she's just being adorable little Hatchin. She's looking for a book. She goes to a bookstore, and there is a book that she wants to read. And at the bookstore is this little boy, and he sees her for the first time, and he's like, "You're an angel. You're beautiful. I'm in love with you." And she's just like, okay. She had the reaction that Michiko should have had when homeboy was like, "I love you. What's your name?" So anyway, this boy, he is the sweetest little gentleman. He goes and he gets the book for her, and he's just like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I think you're really pretty, and I'd like to take you out sometime. I got you this book. You're really pretty, and I like you." And she's just like, and so she's being so standoffish, and he's just like, "That's okay. I know you're hurting inside. I'm here for you." And it turns out this boy got into an accident, and you don't remember this episode at all?
I don't remember.
Okay, no worries. This boy, once again, the sweetest baby angel. He's so sweet. He's so in love with Hatchin. In a wholesome, sweet way. He thinks she's an angel. When he looks at her, the animation of the show literally changes. Oh, wow. It's like this pretty hand-drawn animation, and it's like ethereal, and she's backlit and beautiful. And so you find out that he got in an accident. He got like brain trauma, and his memories are gone. So he has no memories. He just latches on a Hatchin, and the bookstore owner, I guess his dad or whatever, grandpa something, whenever Hatchin goes to return the book, because she was like, "Hey, I can't take this. And he was like, oh, did he not tell you about his brain injury? He has no memories, but one day they'll come back and everything that happened before that is just be like a little, it'll just all disappear. And she's just like, oh, that's why you told me that. And then cut to a little while later, they have this like intense little whirlwind thing. Hatchin is feeling things for the first time for a man. It makes me feel like, oh, maybe Hatchin is gonna understand why Michiko's so sprung off Hiroshi, because she's starting to feel things for this boy. They meet each other on a sidewalk one day, and the boy goes like, oh, hey, you're really pretty. I knew a girl that looked like you once. And I'm like, his memories came back and he forgot all about Hatchin, and she was just like, well, this hurts a lot.
That's
so
hilarious.
I was just like, we had one king in the whole
freaking amazing. I guess they just needed to have like some sort of win for somebody, you know.
Who won? I guess he did, because he got his memories
you
back.
know?
Like, they low-key threw a little like, I'll see you later, Hana. Like, they kind of threw a thing that he kind of alluded to. He may have maybe remembered her a little bit, but even still, it's
not by much.
Killed her on the inside. And I'm just like, little kids in their first crushes never go well in anime.
So bad situation. So it's like oil and water right there, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible.
Anyway.
Okay, so like you said, did you have any kind of favorites in the season? I mean, maybe what you just described was probably the best. That's
the
favorite.
The brightest spot in the show.
Yeah,
it ended in
just on that, because like I was struggling trying to figure out one for me myself, and
or like a highlight of the show, or like a favorite character. What?
I don't even just favorite like period.
Thing you
know?
liked
like,
at
was
all?
it a favorite like I mean, what was the? I guess, yeah. Like, what was it like? Was there anything that the show kind of introduced to you that you kind of were like,
just diversity? But sorry to cut you off. Before we started shooting, you said you had a least favorite show, least favorite episode. I want to hear what your least favorite episode was.
Least favorite episode?
Yeah.
What's my least favorite episode?
I don't know. You said because I was like, well, I don't have a favorite, but I have a least favorite.
I think my favorite. If I had to go with the favorite episode, it kind of sucks because like it's like the trolley problem, like you don't want to deal with it because there's just so much bad, so evil. There's so much craziness that happens in this. It's like but the one that I liked was there was a part. It was because there was a part in it which didn't make sense to me, but it was there. It was like when I think it was episode 6 when you get introduced to the exotic dancer, what's her name, and Lulu and stuff. But then you see when they're at the bar or whatever, at the club or whatever, then you see Hatchin, I guess, gets drunk or something.
She does. She's a little crazy drunk.
But they didn't give her any alcohol, which is weird. I don't think.
Are you sure? Oh, it was like a placebo drunk because she was in a bar?
I think it was a placebo drunk, but then she starts going on the dance floor. It was actually moving. It was
she
like
was
camera.
So cute.
I was just like, that was probably my favorite part of it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. She was an adorable drunk.
Yeah,
adorable drunk.
Yeah, that was like, I was like wondering to myself, like, did she get drunk from the apple juice, or like what did they give her?
It is funny because I almost called her Mirko.
Yeah.
Michiko was just like, okay, well, let's let her. Girls will be girls.
Yeah,
I guess.
Right? And just let her do her own thing, and I guess I do. Okay, so I think one of the things that really kind of irritated me was Atsuko. Atsuko, the
detective?
The detective girl.
Oh, yeah.
That girl was not only incompetent with her job, but like just the one-on-ones that to make her relevant in this didn't make her look good in any way fair. In my mind. And I think that like it just made it that yes, the relationship that you had between you and Michiko is important to you, and you know that you're just trying to find a way to quit, but the way the show has executed her into like doing that made you look completely foolish, and I did not, and it was just not, it just didn't make any sense. Like she got double crossed by her partner for good reason.
Sure. Yes,
for very good reason. Yeah. And so she was off the case. Then she's going off the grid on her own.
Yeah.
Then somehow was back on the case after she made amends with said partner.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? And then she double crossed him to be like, okay, I'm gonna go off the grid again, but this time I'm doing it my way. And then gets back on the case at the end.
Yeah, they must have like 3 cops working in that whole country.
Yeah, I did not like her. I did not like her character. It didn't add anything. The only thing that it added was just stress for me when I was dealing with this, because I thought I would have some sort of level of relate, of relate, or to see the struggle that she's
Michiko's
having.
foil.
Yeah, but it just wasn't there. I just didn't give a shit. I was just like done. I was like totally done with it. It was so annoying.
All right, let me ask you this: Does the show change if you take her out of it?
No, because it's not the focal point wasn't her relationship with Michiko.
Yeah,
which is weird, because this is what makes the show so confusing to me, because the point of it was Hatchin was going to be met with her dad again, her father again, but yet the focus should really be the fact that Michiko was a wild boar at the beginning and kind of grew up along the way to get to make the decision for her to kind of give her away, because she went to the realization when she got that realization. There was a lot of different realizations that she came through. First, she found out that he was a deadbeat. It took all that just to get to that point. Then
we knew.
Yeah, well, yeah. Then at that point, like when that she legitimately cared for Hatchin.
Sure.
Then she realized like the only way that she was going to get out of this was if she turned herself in and then do all of this and stuff. And then she knew that she knew she had a place to stay. She knew she had family that she was going to come into, which shows a lot of different level of growth. But it was the B plot, which was like so weird to me.
I feel like there were so many things competing to be the A plot.
Yes, yeah, there was, but the underlying thing of the story was we need to reunite you to your dad, forcibly reunite you to your dad.
You keep saying it like Michiko's
and
that was her. It was not to Hatchin. Yes, Hatchin was a means to an end, and the end was that man.
Yeah, but he did. But it ended up being that she didn't want him anymore.
Yeah, and that is the growth.
Yeah,
it like unlocked some maternal instinct in her, and didn't she even give her like as they were driving off, headed towards Hiroshi? I think she even gave her a little like head kiss or something, and that's when you're like, oh, okay, this is a different woman now.
Yeah, it's a completely different woman from the track, but it's like because it went through all that poison, all that like murkiness, and all that double crossedness and all thisness, like all the messes, I would say. But it's just like, wow, it's just so tiring. Like there had to have been a better way to get to this destination, you know?
Yeah, on that scooter, he get you there.
I guess it did. The all powerful scooter. Because it was death defying.
I had a note that said her bike spawns like the damn Mega Deuce. That bike. There were so many times where I thought the bike was done. Like, hey, it has no engine, it's done. Or they'd leave it somewhere and then just have it. I'm like, where did it come from?
You know what's funny? The safest place to be was that bike. Like,
literally.
It beats the protection of cars.
Literally. It's crazy.
It is so crazy. So, like, let's say, because we already knew that there was not really any favorites of the show, character-wise. But,
damn, I really wanted there to be. I guess it's the little boy. I like the little boy who lost his memory.
Doesn't count.
I feel like that should.
It should count.
I don't even know his name.
It's called Grasping Straws. They're like boy who lost memory. That's my favorite character of the show.
I feel like he should count.
So what was there anything that you would like do to change, maybe to make the show better? Like, what would you say would be better for you if they changed it?
Do you know what's crazy? After saying all of this, I don't think I would change anything about this show, because I think that it is. I think it's, I want to call it organized chaos, but it's not. It's disorganized chaos, but I think that is what the show is. I feel like that. Is there anything I'd change? I don't think so. I can't. You go first.
Well, I mean, I just don't think.
I mean, you got a lot.
I can't. Well, I don't think there's a lot. I mean, I don't think there's anything to change on the fact that I don't know if there's anything I would be able to change to make it
to make it good,
to make it any better. To be honest with you, to show off that story. I don't know. It's just.
I think the show does even know. Exactly
maybe I've given up on it. I don't know.
My God.
Maybe I've given up on the show, but it's just.
That's crazy. This is crazy. You sound like how I sounded about Clavante.
This is not. I don't know if is it worse than. Well, I think it is definitely worse than Cleve.
You think that this is worse than Clevitus?
Yes, I do. I really do.
Wow.
I've been struggling.
I genuinely did not think you were going to dislike it this much.
I didn't like it. Like I like it was just the.
Oh wow.
I mean, am I missing something? I don't know. Am I missing something here? Because like I don't know what was the point of this the whole story in itself.
I feel like all of the things that we're harping on are just parts of the story, and yeah, Hiroshi's a piece of shit. It's part of the story. Yeah, Michiko is down bad. It's just part of the story. Mm-hmm. I guess you just didn't like the story.
I think it's too long. 22 episodes for that.
That might be what I would change. It needs to be.
Yeah, because I think it was, even though that it did have a clear path of like, you actually could skip a couple. If to be honest with you, there were some that were kind of felt like they were filler. But like, I just think that's I think that's what really kind of gets me was the time, the amount of time just to get to that point.
Oh, we did talk. I did say that it felt long. It felt long.
Oh yeah. So it definitely felt long. Yeah. Because like when I first I was like, okay, cool. I'm at 13. I look at the thing. I'm like, oh, you have another 10 more episodes. I'm like, damn, really? Yeah. It's like really gonna do. And then those episodes weren't like they were
pivotal. They weren't part of.
They were like okay. So like the when like I guess one of the biggest points was when they meet up with Hiroshi's best friend
Satoru.
Yeah, Satoru. Wait, actually, I have his name written down. But like so like
I think it's the same as Gojo's name, so that's why it's like in my head.
Yeah, so like when they did that, and then that's where they kind of split a little bit. Maybe
Satoshi.
Maybe yeah. So
he went by two names.
He did. Because he was the main dude, he was the big lord in the for the gangsters and stuff. So he was a big deal in the underground. But like that was kind of cool. And then also remember the guy that double crossed him.
The guy who got hit by a car.
Yeah, the guy got hit by a car, and then they had the episode of him like when he gets executed essentially. Yeah. Yeah, and then he's like, I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. And like and stuff.
And he drowns him in a bucket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, you really disappointed me that you like said you weren't able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all this craziness.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow. Yeah. So
okay. It's just too much. It's too hectic.
It was too much. There was a lot of there was just a lot, and it was just a lot of chaos, a lot of like melancholy. There really was a lot of melancholy on it.
Oh, you wanted some hope? Did you want some hope?
I guess I do want some hope. I guess. I mean,
get out of here with that. Well, don't watch JJK because ain't no hope in that either.
I've already read JJK.
Oh, then you already know there's no hope.
Hey, there was hope. Hey, you know what? There actually was, even though the ending was very mediocre.
Keep it to yourself. I don't read it.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, okay. We'll go to a different topic. So, what's your overall score on this?
And I'm going to just say it quickly because I can't wait to hear yours. It's a Shinobu.
Shinobu. Yeah. Okay, that's a 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I liked it.
Okay, yeah.
It's got flaws, obviously, but and it serves to like piss you off the entirety of the show. Uh-huh. The only thing, now that you like think about it, the only thing I would change is it's just a little bit too long. I would cut down 5 of those episodes.
Oh yeah.
Cut out 5 of those episodes.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, so prior to you not finishing it, was it the same? Would you say it would be around the same?
Probably would have given it a I probably would have given it a 4. But I also saw it years ago, and that was at a time where I was like the representation was really cool, and I wasn't as jaded and bitter as I am now. So I was just like, I hope you find your boyfriend. Now I'm like, that man ain't shit. Go and find your own girl boss in a different place, and you and check this little girl, and you thrive. You go, queen, sis, all that. No, I did.
So grizzled Tiffany is saying it's a Shinobu.
Yeah, Jaded Tiffany is not Shinobu. On board with the shenanigans. Jaded Tiffany wants to hug all these women and start I don't know, clothing company. Start a clothing company. She looked cute all the time. Forget about these boys. Let's do something.
Where's she getting them clothes though?
She was
Yeah,
she looked good all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
The clothes and the money, they always stayed in a decent hotel.
Yeah, all the time.
Every single time.
Yeah, it was really weird. It's like, where are you
she got
stealing
that
the money from?
Because I get that she steals stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't steal a hotel room.
You cannot unless you're
they stayed in a hotel.
Unless you do some crazy favors with the front desk.
And she was not. Way. She didn't. She never did. That was one thing. She didn't, except for with that married man. She never.
Almost. She didn't.
Almost. You're right.
She didn't do it.
She was close.
It was like she got cold feet. Her values are very all over the place when I think about it.
I hate it. That would have changed my opinion of her 100%. Yeah, she's a piece of trash, thieving. She's not a piece of trash. She's a thieving, aggressive simp. But we draw the line at home wrecker.
You're like,
can't cross that line.
Whoa, you were married? Oh, no.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I stole your wallet, but I'm not gonna steal her man.
It's like, are you crazy?
Anyway,
nothing beats the sanctity of marriage. How dare you?
I lit your house on fire, but I'm not gonna light up your marriage.
I'm not gonna light up your marriage. I'm gonna be the second woman in your relationship, your God-fearing relationship.
What is your rating? My values get put into question on this podcast every time we shoot. Child soldiers and
this one, if anything, I was gonna say you liked it because there were literally child soldiers in this.
This is the first time I didn't enjoy it. I wanted to hug all those babies.
This was bad.
I would have started an orphanage and helped those kids out. I hated all those children being trafficked and put in a child soul. Oh, I hated it.
Oh,
maybe it's never mind. I was going to say something inappropriate. Never mind.
You're trying to hold off. Okay.
I am. Okay. Of all the other things I've said today, that's the one where I'm like,
nope, not this time. I'm going to beat the allegations.
I will. Your rating, sir.
My rating. I'm going to give it a Kenta. I was 2. Yeah, I'm not going to go Shinji. Shinji was.
I was worried I suggested this one.
No, Shinji. Oh, I thought you were just saying. Well, you thought I was gonna really like this, so that's fine. But
I didn't think you were good. I thought it would have been like your middle thing. I think it would have been a Tequila Gundam for you.
Yeah, no, this is definitely Shinji.
Is it a high or a low Kenta?
I don't even really know. I really don't know. I would, if anything, I'd probably say low. But
this is a Shinji and a half?
Nope.
Okay. Ooh, thank God. All right, cool. Oh, and it's a Shinji and a half.
Oh, no. No.
Okay, still Kenta.
It's not that
just
bad.
Solid Kenta.
I would say, like, I just think that the outcome, I guess, was that it was the best, was the fact that if you look at it in the outcome of Michiko, she probably went ahead because she didn't hook up with him again, with the dude again.
Yeah.
But she did find family. She does have a place to go after her stint, which is amazing because remember they were trying to frame her on that dude's.
She never killed anyone.
Yeah, she never killed anyone.
And then at the end they tried to frame her for killing a civilian. Yeah,
and then they were trying to kill her because
and Hatchin. They were like, we're just gonna make it seem like she used her as a human shield.
Yeah, so it's like what? It's like Jesus. Okay, so you would think that they would be I think the underlying crime was the fact that she broke out of jail, and I was like, okay, because of all that mayhem that's happened and all that stuff, that she would add more years than 8 years. But nope, 8 years was good enough. But if looking at Michiko's eyes, I think she got the most out of everything that happened out of all this. Look at Hatchin. Hatchin got screwed.
All she had to do was deal with the evil stepchildren and just live her life. It really wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't even know. See, that's the problem because I think she was screwed either way.
Yes.
But because even let's say we left Hatchin alone, who's to say where she would have been when she grew up at the same age? If not, it could have been worse at that point.
I don't know.
But
she had meals provided for her. She had a roof over her head. She was being abused, but she almost had to kill people. Did she kill? I think Hatchin.
She didn't kill anybody.
Okay, because when Satoru or Satoshi or whatever. Whenever he kidnapped her and went on the run, they were fleeing from other gang members, and he was like, "Here's this gun. If anybody comes up the stairs, kill them." And she was just like, "All right." Like, my God, how far you fallen.
Although I will say the adventure did make her independent. because like
she was always independent.
Well, like I mean, like she's still
now like, she's just grizzled,
but she stays. But like she was living by herself completely, 100% at this.
Yeah,
point.
with a baby, didn't teach her how to
with a baby or not a baby.
Better.
Yeah, but even with a baby or not a baby, she was still by herself. She wasn't depending on anybody. That's what was. I guess that was the good thing out of all of this for her. But I mean, that's a stretch. But overall. Yeah, overall, I just the adventure of this whole thing to me was just so long. It was so like it was kind of anger inducing because of all of this, because of what they had to come across or go across, because everyone was shit. Everybody was shit.
Literally every single person.
And like
not one person was decent except for my blind, or not my blind boy, my my no memory boy.
No memory boy. We don't even know if that person did war crimes during the time when he didn't have memories.
You're right. So, you're right. He could have been yes.
Could have been a straight up monster. It would be like, okay.
Probably so.
Have no proof of it. Yeah, so because he could just sleep it right off. So
it's like an etch a sketch. You just erase all of the travesties you created.
Right? It's like, well,
damn.
Today's a good day. The next one tomorrow, you know? Oh my gosh. I don't know. But
don't ruin it for me.
This is a Kenta for me. I don't mean to. I'm not trying to ruin it.
Just the boy. Don't ruin the boy. Oh. He's the only saving grace I had in the show.
North Star of the show. Yeah. No. So yeah, Kenta. I think a solid Kenta would be the good one for me. So.
Right.
So yeah, but. Anyways, folks, were you a fan of what was that right? No, Michiko. Can never get it. Were you a fan of the Michiko and Hatchin series? We would like for you to let us know. Type it inside the comments, and also go into the community tab and say yes, you did watch it and you liked it. No, you didn't like it, or so this is on your watch list. So as like. I want to remind you. Said yours was which one was it? Shinobu, and mine was Kenta. What were we gonna say?
I have a public service announcement. If you or a loved one is suffering from being digmatized by a bum, know that there are better things out there. If you currently have some man sleeping on your couch who has no job and 3 kids and doesn't wash the dishes even though he's home all day, you can find better. You don't have to be a Michiko. You can be better. Queen, you're better than this. Men too, but mostly the women, because this was a travesty for us. Bad PR.
Yes.
Bad PR.
Then just go to like Condom Sense and you'll be fine.
Yes, also that. Please.
Oh my God.
Please do not reproduce with these men either. God, because Hachiko, and that's to Hachiko's point. I mean, Hatchin's point. We're better than this, ladies.
Hatchin's was so sad.
There was no reason for us to.
Do you know what's so? You know what was so sad about that too? I'm sorry, I just can't get away with that. It's just like you remember like the I think it was like the teaser for the next episode when you saw Hatchin with the kid.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, so it's been years later, so Hatchin now has a kid. That's cool. And then you were thinking the best.
No.
You were literally thinking the best.
I wasn't.
No, you weren't?
No.
Wow. Okay, I did. I was like, okay, because like I thought like the dad was still in town and stuff. He's like, no, dad left immediately after he came in.
The best case scenario, I thought, okay, I had 2 things. I thought, okay, hopefully she's babysitting. Maybe she's getting extra money babysitting. And then I thought, oh, Hiroshi done smashed some other lady and had another baby. Oh. And now Michiko or Hatchin is having to take care of this kid. I didn't know it was going to be this. Yeah. I didn't know it was like, yeah, also, I had a man, and he left quick. I'm like, dang, girl.
We're gonna choose option D. That's what that was.
This is horrific. Anyway, y'all, we're better than this, is all I'm saying.
Yes.
That should be the title of this episode. We're better than this.
We're better. Oh, that is perfect. Actually, we are better than this. Oh, my God.
All right, we've been talking for a long time, I feel like. Guys, I don't know how long this episode has been. It's been all vitriol.
I didn't even put the time. I just we just go with it. But, folks, thank you for checking out another episode of Anime No Kori Podcast. We will be back again another time to see and definitely stay tuned for the next latest series that we talk about. So once again, this is Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And y'all, take it easy.
Bye.